everyone, this is Joy with Create It with Joy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's project is for Spellbinders using the large die of the month for April, Happy Celebrations. You can use these in coordinating with the Trucking Through the Seasons die, but if you don't have that, you still can use these completely on their own. Now, for my two projects, I did use it with the Trucking Through the Seasons die because I just think it is so darn cute. Okay, so here is the large die of the month. You get 6 sayings in there. You get some sports equipment, some soccer ball, a football, a basketball, a bat. Maybe you don't get a soccer ball. I think it's a baseball. A cupcake, a birthday hat, a baby bottle, a baby rattle. You get the rectangular die cut plate. Tons of things in this large die of the month. There is also another add-on. It's called So Sweet add-on, and it has like 6 more sayings that can go on the back of the truck, or you can just use individually for your card. I decided for my first card to use the So Sweet add-on, and it literally is the So Sweet. So here's the add-on, and again, you get another rectangular die inside of that. But here are more sayings that you get with that. So the variations and the amount of cards that you can make with these two die kits of the month, well, this was the add-on, this little one's the add-on, is unbelievable. There's so much to do. So for the first card, I am taking a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to be doing some ink blending. I am using Distress Oxide ink in Picked Raspberry and Seedless preserves. When I saw the So Sweet add-on, I thought I need to make this like a candy truck, if that makes sense. So this is where my inspiration is coming from. So I really wanted this really cute pink background. Adding a little bit of the Seedless preserves to the outside kind of darkens it up, but still gives you this yummy pink, because I think most people probably think pink candy is yummy. I know my husband and my son do. I'm not that way. I'm more like the brown chocolate candy is yummy, but it just kind of felt like cotton candy in a way. And so anyways, that was my inspiration. So I'm just doing lots of blending. I did want it lighter in the center. I ended up going a little bit darker than it is here, but I did keep it a little bit lighter in the center of this card. After this is done, after I'm done inking it, I'm going to be using Fun Stamper's Journey from Spellbinders, their Love Stripes embossing plate, to give some texture to this background. And again, I don't know, something about stripes, could be like a sucker, it could be, you know, anything like that. So it just felt candy-like to me. So once I'm done finishing all this inking, I'm going to put it in the center of my plate and run that through my die cut machine. And I'm also going to trim this down 1/4 of an inch on all sides of this background paper. But see how cute that is? Isn't that so lovely? All right, we're going to put this cute truck together because I decided I wanted to use this large die of the month with the Trucking Through the Seasons die. I'm using Cardstock Warehouse paper, their Star Dream collection. But for the truck, I'm using Tropical Nights. It's a teal color in the Tropical Nights collection. I am using Silver Mirror cardstock from Cardstock Warehouse. And I'm using that for the bumpers and the mirror. Black cardstock for the tires. I will glue those on. For the So Sweet sentiment, because I wanted it to feel kind of sugary, I used, what did I use on there? Oh, I used the white glitter, their diamond glitter cardstock. And I'm gluing on the mirrors using a little bit of liquid glue and holding it down with my tweezers. And again, that's the Silver Mirror cardstock. And for the lights on the back of the truck, I will be using their Star Dream collection in their Mars color. Really pretty. It's got this, it's a metallic paper, but it's got a shimmer to it, and it's so, so, so pretty. You guys, this truck is super simple to put together, and that So Sweet sentiment is in the So Sweet add-ons. And I decided I wanted to have suckers or lollipops in the back of this truck. So in the large die kit of the month, they had a circle piece that just cuts out a circle. So I cut out 3 circles here using Cardstock Warehouse's Punch, Flame, and Azalea Star Dream Collection papers. I am taking a piece of plastic wrap, wrapping that around a small piece that I cut like a small, kind of square out of it. Wrapping that around the top of the sucker, which I had glued to just a white piece of paper, strip of white piece of paper for the sucker stick. And I'm just using some sewing thread to tie around to hold the plastic wrap in place. And then you've got this cute little sucker, and I did that for all 3 sucker images. And I love how they turned out. It was really super, super cute. And I will trim off that excess of string. And then there you have yourself a nice little cute sucker. So I'm going to do that for the other 2. Now that that's done, I'm going to adhere this to a white A2 size card base. And we're going to glue this truck on. I'm going to glue it at a diagonal because it just kind of feels fun and wild and free. And so I will glue that down, and I'm going to use some liquid glue. You could pop this up on foam tape if you wanted it to have some dimension, but I wanted the suckers to have some dimension. It's a tongue twister, you guys. So once I glue that down, I will put some foam tape behind the top of the suckers, get those arranged how I want them, and put some foam tape behind those so they'll stay nice and stuck down. I just needed to trim a little bit of the stick off because it was a little bit long. So some foam tape behind that. And then I did want to put some other sentiments to this. So I went through my stash of things, and Simon Says Stamp Tiny Words stamp, I use the word "your" and also "thank you." So the whole sentiment will say, "You're so sweet, thank you." I think this is a great card, great thank you card. So I put some foam tape behind that. I stamped those in Simon Says Stamp Intense Black Ink and trimmed those out and popped them up on foam tape. And I'll glue the word "your" to the top and the word "thank you" below the truck at the bottom. Then I will take some liquid pearls in Peacock color. You can see on my desk there I had tons of liquid pearls out and lots of colors to match the suckers, but actually once I put the Peacock color down, I thought this is all we need. We just need a little more of that fun teal color, and I left it at that. I love this card. I think it turned out so, so fun. So a few dots, bigger, smaller dots here and there, nothing too crazy, but it adds that other pop of color. It brings more of that teal color with all of this pink. So what do you guys think? I hope you like it. I think it is really super cute. Really super cute. Okay, let's go on to the next card. The next card is a baby card. So I am using Fun Stampers Journey. This is their, oh my gosh, I think I did not write it down. I will have it listed, their embossing folder. I think it's knit something. Anyways, I will have it in the description below. Oh, it's called Cozy Knit. Sorry, it's called Cozy Knit. And so to me, it spoke a baby blanket. So I did that and I trimmed that down quite a bit smaller than an A2 size card base because I'm going to map that onto some baby blue cardstock. And then, yeah, so that'll be cute. So anyways, sorry, lost my train of thought here. I die cut out the word "it's a boy" out of their sentiments that come in the large die of the month. And I adhered that to a piece of white cardstock that I just die cut using just the rectangular die. And I'm putting that on foam tape and adhering that to the back of the truck. I already glued all the pieces onto this truck. You saw how I did that previously. I didn't need to show you guys again. But I did use the silver mirror cardstock for the light, for the part of the lights, the bumper, and the mirrors, and a red cardstock for the other part of the lights. I die cut out a baby bottle out of blue and pink and a white glitter cardstock, and I'm gluing that together. And I also die cut out a piece, or die cut the rattle out of like a mint green kind of cardstock. I used Cardstock Warehouse's, they're pretty in pastels for the yellow truck, the blue, the pink, and the green papers that I used here. On the blue cardstock, I am stamping a sentiment that says congrats, and then on your bundle of joy. And the word bundle of joy was a whole long sentiment, and I just masked it off and cut it and stamped it in separate increments. That is Simon Says Stamps Bunny Wishes. That's where I got all the sentiments from, was that stamp set. I'm using white embossing powder on it. I wanted this card to have a really soft feel, so I didn't use any black ink for sentiments, if that makes sense. So again, I'm stamping all my sentiments here. I will trim all of those out. Again, the word or the sentiment on your bundle of joy is one long sentiment, and as you can see there, I'm masking it off. So I'm going to have one sentiment say on your, another sentiment say bundle, and then the third one say of joy. That's how I wanted it to be, because I really didn't have room for a super long sentiment unless I put it at the bottom of the card, but that's not the look I was going for. So I'm going to finish stamping and embossing these. And I'm kind of going all over the place on my cardstock, just so when I trim it out, I don't cut through my other sentiments, because I have done that before. It was horrible. So now that that's done, finish heating that last sentiment through, and you can see there, those are all trimmed out. So now for this truck, I did decide to pop this up on foam tape. So I did that. I put foam tape behind the word congrats, and then I will glue the rest of the sentiments down with just some liquid glue. I did mat the embossed background onto some blue cardstock, and then matted that onto a white card base, so you can see a couple layers of frame there. Again, I'm gluing these all down, so it's going to say, "It's a boy," and "Congrats on your bundle of joy." Getting those nice and even. And then in the back of this truck, we are going to tuck in the bottle and the rattle. As soon as I can get this sentiment glued straight, I swear I have the hardest time. I just do not know what my deal is. So now that that's done, let's tuck those images into the back of the truck. I just trimmed off any parts that were just a little bit long, because I had some foam tape behind it, so it kind of got in the way. But just trimming that off, tucking it down in there, and you've got this cute baby rattle and baby bottle. Gluing those down, making sure they stay in place. And I just love the color of this card. It definitely speaks boy, but I still think it's really soft and gentle and sweet. So a little bit of liquid glue, adhere that down. Then I'm going to use some of Honeybee Stamps Tree Huggers Wooden Hearts, and I thought that would be perfect. What a different color it brings into, and it totally speaks boy. So I put a few of those around. And then I use liquid pearls in mint green and add a little bit of lines to the baby rattle, just for a little bit of something on there, but you don't have to. You could have totally left that alone. But then now you've got this really darling baby card, and isn't that really cute? And again, you don't need the Trucking Through the Seasons die. You can use all this stuff on its own and make a really great card. But isn't that fun and super, super sweet? Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. I really hope you enjoyed these projects. I hope it makes you feel like you want to create something wonderful. Thank you for your support. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up, share, comment, all of that is just really wonderful. I do have some affiliate links below. It costs you guys nothing to use, but it does continue to help me make these videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll be back here with another video shortly. Thanks. Bye.